Living alone as an older adult can feel like an adventure in independence. Many of us look forward to these years, imagining a peaceful, self-determined life. There's truth to that vision, having space to set your own routine, to live without obligations to others, and to shape your surroundings just how you want them. But what's often unspoken are the unique challenges that come with living alone later in life, aspects you may not fully grasp until you're living it yourself. Here's a closer look at 9 realities of solo living as you age, along with tips to make the experience enriching, fulfilling, and as manageable as possible. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. You're your own emergency backup. As you age and live alone, one of the most surprising realizations is that you're now your own emergency support system. In years past, you might have had a partner or family member nearby to help during unexpected events, but now the responsibility of ensuring your safety falls entirely on your shoulders. This reality underscores the importance of taking proactive measures to prepare for emergencies, steps that might feel tedious but provide immense peace of mind. Planning for emergencies. Thoughtfully, emergencies are unpredictable, but preparation can make all the difference. Older adults who live alone often share stories about unexpected incidents, such as a fall in the bathroom or a sudden medical episode, where they were unable to get help right away. Imagine facing such a moment alone, where hours might pass before anyone realizes something is wrong. To address this, it's wise to invest in some reliable, easy-to-use safety tools that can offer immediate assistance if you ever need it. Consider carrying your cell phone with you at all times, even in the bathroom, where slippery surfaces can increase the risk of falls. Waterproof pouches make it easier to bring a phone along during showers or while doing household tasks that might take you far from your main living area. Smart devices like wearables that include fall detection features or medical alert systems can be invaluable for those who live alone, especially in rural or more isolated areas. These devices provide reassurance that if anything should happen, help is a button press away. Creating a network of support. Beyond technology, it's also essential to think about trusted people in your life who can serve as a support network in emergencies. Many older adults install lockboxes outside their homes, where they can safely store a key for emergency access. Share the code only with family members, close friends, or neighbors who can quickly respond if needed. Some people also arrange a check-in system with a loved one or friend where they send a quick text each day or call at a specific time. If they don't check in, it's a signal for the other person to follow up. Empowering yourself through preparedness. While it might seem overly cautious, these preparations allow you to live more confidently and independently. Preparing for emergencies isn't about living in fear, it's about empowerment. Knowing that you have a plan in place, that someone will be notified if something goes wrong, and that help is accessible can transform how you feel about living alone. Instead of worrying, you can focus on enjoying your freedom with the peace of mind that comes from being well prepared. 2. Loneliness is real, even if you're an introvert. Living alone often brings a quiet solitude that many people look forward to, especially those who enjoy time alone. However, as you grow older, even the most contented introverts can experience a deeper, more pervasive kind of loneliness. This isn't the loneliness you might have felt briefly in younger years, but a persistent sense of isolation that can subtly shape your outlook and impact your health in surprising ways. While solitude can indeed be calming, extended periods without meaningful social interaction can affect your emotional and physical well-being in profound ways. Understanding the impact of loneliness on health. It's increasingly recognized that chronic loneliness can have effects similar to physical ailments. Research links extended loneliness to a higher risk of health issues like cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, and weakened immune function. Some people find that their moods become less stable and motivation wanes, which can make it harder to keep up with daily routines. It's not unusual for people living alone to go days without a conversation, which can gradually make even simple social interactions feel daunting. Finding companionship in new ways. One way to combat loneliness is by nurturing companionship in forms that suit your lifestyle. Pets are a popular and powerful source of companionship for older adults. Whether it's a loyal dog, a gentle cat, or even a few birds, animals provide a routine, affection, and a sense of connection that can ease feelings of isolation. Beyond pets, you can also find companionship through regular, low pressure social interactions that don't require a lot of planning. Simple rituals like a daily phone call with a friend, chatting with neighbors, or scheduling a weekly coffee date can make a big difference in how connected you feel. Reaching out when social circles shrink. A reality of growing older is that our social circles naturally change. Friends move, family members become busier, and some relationships fade over time. This can be painful, but it's also a powerful reminder to take an active role in reaching out. Consider exploring local community centers, hobby groups, or classes designed for older adults. Many communities offer gatherings focused on shared interests like gardening, book discussions, or local history. These spaces provide a low stress environment to meet new people with similar interests and life experiences. Building connection into your daily life. Rather than waiting for social opportunities to come to you, make a habit of integrating small social moments into your everyday life. Many people find meaning in volunteering, joining a local club, or even finding an online community where they can share conversations, ideas, and experiences with others in similar situations. The important thing is to find a form of interaction that feels natural and enjoyable to you, so it becomes a rewarding part of your routine rather than an obligation. Creating joy in solitude. While staying connected, there's a delicate balance between enjoying solitude and preventing loneliness. Embracing quiet moments alone, reading, gardening, cooking, can be deeply fulfilling when balanced with social interaction. Reflecting on these small pleasures can enhance your sense of well being and provide a foundation for days that may otherwise feel empty. At the same time, creating consistent touch points with others, whether family, friends, or a support network, reminds you that you are part of a broader community. Loneliness is real and it affects everyone differently, but by intentionally creating meaningful connections, you can manage it in ways that enrich your life. Living alone does not have to mean living disconnected. It's about finding your own way to stay engaged with others and finding joy in both company and solitude. 3. Home maintenance becomes more overwhelming over time. Home maintenance can be surprisingly exhausting as we age, especially when we're managing it alone. Tasks that once felt manageable, cleaning, mowing, or simple repairs, can gradually start to feel overwhelming, both physically and mentally. It's not just about the effort involved. It's about feeling the weight of responsibility for every small corner of the home, knowing that there's no one else to share the load. For many older adults, this shift can lead to frustration or even a feeling of being chained to chores. Strategizing to ease the burden. One approach to reducing the pressure of home maintenance is to break tasks into manageable pieces rather than facing them all at once. Consider creating a realistic schedule that spaces out chores over days or even weeks. For instance, dusting on Monday, sweeping on Tuesday, and so on can make the process feel less overwhelming. This allows you to tackle each task with fresh energy instead of becoming exhausted by trying to do it all in one day. Considering help and downsizing. If maintaining a larger space has become more of a strain than a source of comfort, consider downsizing or simplifying your living arrangements. A smaller space means fewer rooms to clean and fewer possessions to manage, which can lift a surprising amount of weight off your shoulders. Hiring occasional help for larger jobs like deep cleaning, yard work, or repairs can be a worthwhile investment in your peace of mind and energy. You might also ask family members or friends if they're willing to assist with periodic tasks. Accepting help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a way to focus on what truly brings you joy and contentment in your home. Reframing maintenance as self care. Home upkeep is not just about chores, it's also about caring for the space that reflects who you are. Rather than seeing these tasks as burdens, some find it helpful to view them as ways to create a haven for themselves. Organizing your favorite books, keeping the garden you love, or maintaining a clean kitchen can be framed as acts of care for your own well being. Small adjustments, like minimizing clutter or placing beloved items within easy reach, make daily upkeep simpler and help you maintain a home that feels calm, welcoming, and personal. 4. Routines become a source of comfort and stability. When living alone, routines often take on a profound significance. Without someone else's presence to provide structure, the predictability of a routine can become your grounding force, giving shape and rhythm to days that might otherwise feel unanchored. Your routine becomes a form of stability, an almost meditative practice that reminds you of who you are and brings comfort, even on difficult days. Crafting meaningful rituals. Routines go beyond mere habit. They can be a source of joy and self-care. Morning coffee on the porch, watering your plants, or reading a favorite book before bed. All of these simple acts become meaningful when they're done intentionally. These daily rituals can feel almost sacred, bringing warmth and purpose to your day. Many people find that over time, these routines become deeply fulfilling, creating moments of reflection and peace. They also serve as reminders that life is composed of small, beautiful moments that we create for ourselves. Staying grounded through routine. When there's no one else in the home, routines serve as touch points, a way to keep track of time and give each day a sense of purpose. Whether it's a favorite TV show in the evening, a daily walk, or listening to music while preparing dinner, these acts help mark the flow of the day. This grounding effect is particularly helpful during times of stress or when faced with emotional challenges, as it provides a stable foundation that brings comfort in familiarity. Routines as a source of personal control. Routines are also a way to assert control over your life. By choosing activities that feel meaningful to you, routines become a form of self-empowerment. If you enjoy a particular hobby or activity, consider integrating it into your daily or weekly routine to give it priority in your life. Many older adults find that creating a personal schedule, one centered on their own values and interests, enhances their sense of agency and well-being. It's your time and your routine, and that freedom is something to cherish. 5. Cooking for one, both a challenge and an act of self-care. Cooking for one can seem deceptively simple, but the reality is that preparing meals just for yourself often requires extra motivation and intentionality. Many people find it difficult to commit to the effort of cooking when there's no one else to cook for. It's easy to slip into habits of frozen meals or quick, less nutritious options. However, embracing cooking as an act of self care can transform it from a chore into a nourishing, meaningful part of your day. Rediscovering the joy of cooking. Cooking for yourself can be an intimate and fulfilling experience if you approach it as a way to care for yourself. Trying new recipes, experimenting with flavors, or recreating a favorite meal can turn cooking into a source of joy rather than obligation. Batch cooking on weekends or making enough for multiple meals can make the process feel less daunting and ensure that you have delicious, ready made options throughout the week. One way to add a sense of occasion to solo meals is to set the table nicely, use your favorite dishes, or enjoy a special treat with your meal. These small touches make the experience feel special, a reminder that you are worth the effort. Health benefits and emotional nourishment. Preparing balanced meals at home is generally healthier than relying on takeout or processed foods. But beyond nutrition, cooking can be a grounding, therapeutic activity. The act of preparing food with your own hands, chopping vegetables, simmering a pot on the stove, creates a rhythm that is calming and satisfying. Cooking becomes more than just making dinner. It's an act of self respect, a reminder that you deserve meals that are both nourishing and enjoyable. Finding community in cooking. For some, sharing the experience of cooking and eating can bridge the sense of isolation. Consider inviting a friend or neighbor over for a meal, or even trying a virtual cooking class to learn alongside others. You might also join an online community where people share recipes, tips, and meal ideas. Cooking can become a way to connect with others, even if it's through sharing a recipe or comparing dishes. The simple act of preparing food and enjoying it can be a powerful way to connect with both yourself and others, creating a sense of community, even in solitude. 6. Silence can be both a blessing and a challenge. One of the most striking changes when you live alone, especially later in life, is the profound silence that fills the home. For many, the quiet can feel peaceful, a welcome shift from years of family bustle or workplace noise. Yet, for others, silence can feel unsettling, especially during long evenings or stretches when there are few external distractions. The experience of silence is nuanced. It can be a sanctuary for reflection, but it can also amplify feelings of loneliness or even unease. Finding ways to ease into the silence. If the quiet feels overwhelming, consider introducing gentle background sounds that bring comfort. Some older adults find solace in having soft music playing, tuning into talk radio, or listening to audiobooks that provide the feeling of companionship. One woman shared that her favorite classical station plays softly throughout her home, creating a calming presence that fills the air. Podcasts on topics you enjoy can also feel like conversations happening nearby, making the silence feel less stark. Embracing silence as a space for reflection and peace. For some, the silence offers an invitation to reconnect with oneself in a way that's harder to achieve in busier environments. The quiet time alone allows for uninterrupted reflection, prayer, journaling, or simply being present with your thoughts. Many people find that they come to cherish this quiet as a sacred part of their day, a space to process life's changes and connect with their inner peace. It becomes an opportunity to cultivate mindfulness, to slow down, and to appreciate the moment just as it is. Balancing silence and sound as needed. It's important to recognize that silence need not be constant. Some days, you may crave the peacefulness, while other days, it may feel too isolating. Try creating a flexible approach to your auditory environment, leaving the TV on for background noise during certain hours, or playing a favorite record when the quiet feels too heavy. Silence doesn't have to be an all or nothing experience. By creating a balance, you allow yourself to move comfortably between moments of quiet and gentle sound, tailoring your environment to your emotional needs each day. 7. Staying active requires intentional effort. When you live alone, especially as you get older, the motivation to stay physically active often requires extra intention. Without a partner or family member encouraging shared activities, it can be easy to drift into a more sedentary lifestyle. Many older adults who live alone find that over time, they move less and sit more, which can impact both physical health and mental well-being. The effects of reduced activity are subtle at first, but gradually they can lead to stiffness, fatigue, and a decline in strength, which can make even routine tasks more difficult. Incorporating gentle movement into daily life. Staying active doesn't mean rigorous exercise. It's about finding small ways to keep your body in motion each day. Many older adults adopt habits like a daily walk, light stretching, or short routines that can be done at home. For some, having a pet like a dog can provide both motivation and companionship on these walks, making exercise feel less like a chore and more like a pleasant ritual. Gardening, dancing to a favorite song, or taking short walks around the neighborhood can all add up to maintain mobility and energy levels. Creating a routine around physical activity.
Building intentional movement into your day-to-day routine can create structure and make it easier to stay consistent. Try setting a daily step goal or dedicating a specific time for light exercise, like morning stretches or afternoon yoga. Some people find it helpful to set reminders on their phone or create a visual checklist to encourage movement throughout the day. These small habits reinforce the importance of physical care, which ultimately supports both body and mind. Recognizing the broader benefits of staying active. Regular movement has benefits beyond physical health. It can boost your mood, improve sleep quality, and help maintain mental clarity. Staying active also enhances your sense of independence, which is essential when living alone. One older gentleman shared that he joined a local walking group for older adults, which provided both physical exercise and a way to socialize regularly. By keeping your body engaged, you're investing in your ability to stay self-sufficient and positive, reinforcing that physical health supports your overall quality of life. Staying active is an ongoing commitment, but by taking small regular steps, you can keep both your body and spirit energized, allowing you to enjoy the freedom of living alone with greater confidence.
8. Your sense of time shifts in unexpected ways. When living alone, especially after retirement or major life changes, time can feel different. Without the rhythm of another person's schedule or daily workplace demands, days can either feel like they stretch out indefinitely or pass by in a blur. This change in how we perceive time can be disorienting at first, especially if we've spent most of our lives working around other schedules, whether those of family, colleagues, or friends. Creating a personal structure to anchor time. Many older adults find it helpful to create their own loose structure for the week. Setting specific days for certain tasks, such as grocery shopping on Mondays, laundry on Wednesdays, and visiting the library on Fridays, can give the week a gentle framework. Regular activities create natural markers that help break up time, adding a sense of rhythm and purpose to each day. Some people find comfort in anchoring their mornings or evenings with rituals like a favorite TV show, a walk around the neighborhood, or a quiet moment with a book and tea. These routines can make each day feel meaningful while helping to keep track of time in a natural, enjoyable way. Using hobbies and interests to add structure. Engaging in hobbies or activities that you look forward to can make time feel both meaningful and manageable. Perhaps you'll designate certain afternoons for gardening, painting, or working on a craft project. Weekly commitments, like attending a class, visiting a farmer's market, or calling family, can also become joyful benchmarks. These activities help fill time with purpose and give you moments to look forward to. By weaving activities that bring joy and stimulation into your week, you can shape time to reflect your interests and desires. Embracing the freedom to live at your own pace. One of the gifts of living alone is the freedom to let time flow naturally, without pressure. This newfound flexibility allows you to slow down, savor small moments, and move through your day at a pace that suits you. Many find that this gentler way of experiencing time opens space for reflection, creativity, and appreciation of life's little pleasures. Living without a rigid schedule lets you shape each day according to how you feel, creating a more personal and peaceful rhythm. By allowing yourself to adapt to this different sense of time, you can turn it into an opportunity to live more fully in each moment. 9. Creating your own social life and fun. As friends and family become busy with their own lives, the number of social invitations may gradually decrease. While this change can feel isolating, it's also an invitation to create a social life that's fully your own. Instead of waiting for others to reach out, living alone offers a chance to proactively build a network of enjoyable activities and connections that reflect your personal interests and values. Taking initiative to organize social moments. Creating your own social gatherings, even if small and simple, can be incredibly rewarding. You might consider inviting a neighbor over for a cup of coffee, organizing a weekly movie night, or starting a neighborhood book club. These kinds of gatherings don't have to be elaborate. It's more about the consistency and the opportunity to share moments with others. Many people find that by extending a simple invitation, they're able to foster meaningful friendships and connections within their community. Exploring new community groups and activities. Many communities offer group activities specifically designed for older adults, such as fitness classes, hobby groups, or weekly meetups. Exploring these options can help you meet others who are in a similar phase of life and share common interests. Some people even find that joining a walking group, gardening club, or local art class brings both a social component and a fulfilling way to spend time. Finding local opportunities allows you to stay engaged, meet new people, and discover activities that bring you joy and connection. Enjoying the freedom to shape your own social life. One of the advantages of building your own social network is that you have complete control over what activities to include. Whether it's a crafting night, a group dinner at your favorite restaurant, or even an online group chat, you have the flexibility to center your social life around what truly brings you happiness. Embracing this freedom can help you develop a social world that's tailored to your personality, energy level, and interests. By taking charge of your social life, you empower yourself to cultivate meaningful connections and joyful experiences that make each day richer and more engaging. Living alone doesn't mean living isolated. It's an opportunity to connect on your own terms and surround yourself with the people and activities that truly make you feel alive. Embracing the freedom and challenges of living alone. Living alone as an older adult brings with it both newfound freedoms and unique challenges. Each day offers opportunities to shape a life that reflects your values, interests, and preferences, free from the obligations and compromises that often come with shared living. Yet, it also requires intentional steps to stay connected, active, and safe, creating an environment that nurtures both your physical well-being and emotional fulfillment. As we've explored, small actions like setting up emergency protocols, creating a structured routine, or cultivating a social circle on your own terms can make a profound difference in the quality of your daily life. These steps not only support your independence, but also enhance the joy, peace, and purpose that come with living alone. While solitude can sometimes feel daunting, it's also an invitation to discover deeper aspects of yourself, to engage in hobbies and routines that bring happiness, and to forge connections that enrich your days. Remember that living alone doesn't mean being truly alone. There's a community of people who share similar experiences and are also finding ways to navigate and embrace this chapter of life. By reaching out, staying active, and caring for yourself with intention, you can turn the experience of solo living into a rewarding and deeply fulfilling journey. Ultimately, this is your time, a season to live fully and in a way that feels authentically you. With a little planning, a touch of courage, and a lot of self-care, living alone can become not just a lifestyle, but a celebration of the independence, wisdom, and resilience you've cultivated over the years. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.